Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and today we are doing something I haven't done in maybe in many years. Favorites, summer and now fall favorites, kind of beauty, health, supplement favorites. I'll try to include photos in the B-roll of the things that I love, and I'll start with skin favorites. For my skin, I have retracted from a lot of products, and I have started to almost every morning when I'm here in California. I have a fresh leaf of aloe, and I cut about this long a piece. So if the aloe is this long, I just cut this much, and I scrape the inside and I eat it. And with the inside of the skin, I put it on my face and on my body. As a matter of fact, right now, that's what I have on my face. And first, when it dries, it kind of tightens the skin, and it gives it that feeling that people like from certain procedures where from inflammation, the skin feels tight and taut. So that's what aloe does, and I love it. It has a lot of properties. It's not just antibacterial and a lot of antioxidants and antifungal, etc., but it has a lot of protective properties, and I just love it. Another thing I have been really loving is coconut oil, and now I cooked. On a very low heat, I simmered fresh comfrey into my coconut. It's fantastic. It's good for healing the body. It's good for healing the face, the skin, just lovely. And I love it for body and face. Especially if I'm gonna be out in the sun, I like to put it in the morning, and it's been very good. I've never used anything on my body. Partly, I think it's because years ago when I realized how damaging chlorine and all the impurities in the water, I started taking very short showers, not hot and very short. I love hot showers, but I was not about to be in a chlorine chamber. And because you breathe it, it just dries out your skin. I stopped using really hot long showers. I stopped taking, and my skin has not been dry ever. I think possibly because of that. So I've never really used lotions and creams and oils and stuff on my body. But the coconut with the comfrey, it feels like I'm bringing that comfrey energy into my body. Comfrey heals, repairs skin, repairs bone, repairs tissue. It's tissue building herb. It regrows bone. It's fantastic. I mean, it has such benefits for building new bone that it's just it does the same for the tissue, for the skin. So it's a new favorite of mine. I love it. It's fantastic. I am not sure how it's gonna store. I have a lot of fresh organic comfrey growing, and I'll make it maybe even in the sun. I'll infuse coconut oil in it, but because it's fresh, I'm not sure how the storage will be. Otherwise, I would love to package it and make it as a Mystica product, because this comfrey is just something else. It's fantastic. But I will have to experiment and see if it preserves itself well, because it has the moisture, the water from the comfrey in the coconut. Another thing that I've been enjoying in beauty favorites is every so often face tape during the night, either on the forehead or in this area or in this area. I have different face tape applications that work for my specific face. I like it every so often. It brings microcirculation to the tissue. It's kinesi tape, gentle. I will link the one that I prefer to use down, not every night, not constantly, and with understanding of your own facial structure. I think it's pretty fantastic. I'm pretty sweaty. I just finished a class called BS, body shaping class. So the next one I love is massage, face massage. Scalp massage is really good for building the bone, because it stimulates osteoblast, so building of the bone. So it's really good for counteracting the bone loss we have over as we start to age, especially after the mid-30s. There is bone loss through the body, so this stimulates osteoblast. Same with face massage. I'm not gonna demonstrate face massage now, but I really enjoy certain, even a little bit of pressure on the bone. I really have been loving an ionizing skin brush. It has copper in it and it discharges the static electricity from us, plus it exfoliates the skin. Win-win. As far as actual cosmetics that I put on my skin, there was one vitamin C serum I loved over summer that was fantastic, and I finished it. It was from 100% Pure. It was just fantastic. I'll link things below. And the other thing that I still use, and I'm a little bit torn about it, I'm still using my Retin A. Not every single night, but I use it. And I didn't use it over summer too much because I was always on the go at the beach, etc. But it does exfoliate on a deep level the skin, so it does some things for the skin that I don't get from glycolic acid and other things. So it was good for rebuilding my skin after heavy water, toxic water kind of damage. So I probably will use it for a little bit more. I'll list it below. I have a code. If you join as kind of like a friends and family code, you're gonna have the same code. You get, I think, your first month either free or a big discount, and I get a kickback. So if you join it, thank you. If you don't, it doesn't matter, because it's not something that I think everybody needs. And I'm not sharing it because of making anything from it. I'm a customer there. I'm not, they don't know about me, but it's just, it's a great way to exfoliate the skin, but you have to be careful if it's for you, if it fits your other situation, everything else in your life. As far as oils go, that go very well for the skin, Tamanu is still my favorite, and castor is still my favorite. I kind of regrew my eyebrows with castor oil over a year. I feel that this was my natural size of my eyebrows, and I overplucked them. So they seem filled in. I drew the line at eyebrows. I don't draw them. I'm not going to do microblading and anything to them. I draw the line there. I'll have natural eyebrows. I pretty much do everything kind of natural, except for Retin A is a little bit prescription, but we'll see. In the future, I might drop it. For now, I'm gonna still use it. It does exfoliate the skin in a fantastic way. So if you have particular skin damage that you can reverse with other things that are milder, there is, when you do a consultation with, I'm using Dermatica, the website, the company, they will start you off on a very low dosage, and you can actually stay on that low dosage. You don't even have to go to the strongest. I'm at a very strong dose. I don't get the peeling, the irritation. Overall, I'm fine, but because I spend a lot of time outside, that's my thing. And overall, I've never really deeply needed it, so we'll see. I might eventually, in a few years, not use it, but for now I'm still using it, and it's still very effective. Those are not beauty supplements, but you know, if they make you feel good, they may make you feel beautiful. So the one thing that I take consistently, and I've taken for years, I had the thyroid really reacts to any type of toxicity. I had reaction to mold with the thyroid. Any type of radiation can really damage it. So iodine, I've taken iodine for years, not every single day. I don't take anything every single day. I kind of wean into and out of things. I take them every other day, sometimes once a week. So I take iodine. I like to take a little bit of primrose oil, again, not every day. Reishi, I almost take it every day because I put it in my hot cocoa drink. I do take reishi. Reishi tends to balance you in either direction. It helps with relaxation, grounding. I like it. It's not a strong stimulating herb. It's the opposite. It's very mellow. And I like a hormonal balancer supplement. I'll list it below. Hormone balance with cell salts. Those cell salts are on homeopathic level. They're great. I'm not sure if they remove them from their new formula, the company, I didn't bring them, but I will include them in the B-roll, and I'll include them in the directions. Really happy with kind of a homeopathic or hormonal balancing herbal blend. I don't have anything much to balance, but certain herbs attract me, make me feel good. I was kind of needing more balancing during my big major move from Texas to California with cats. They stressed me out. It was pretty stressful. We were in a house with a lot of electric pollution. It was not wired well. It was like a smart house that was buzzing with dirty electricity, dirty charge, and I felt it, and I could not balance myself for the life of me for a year after that house. It was combined with actual stress. So I needed certain herbs, I needed certain techniques for relaxation. Now I feel pretty much in a state of back to how I always am. But I like the herbs. Hormone balancer like Vitex in small dose for me. Chamomile, even rhubarb is good for the menopausal years. Black cohosh is if you tend towards darker brooding moods. It's really beautiful. I even want to do a class called Black Cohosh. Fantastic, and because they can raise your estrogen and progesterone if they're low, or balance them if they're high, remove excess estrogen if you're estrogen dominant. Again, it goes towards beauty. I don't know how else to say it. All right, favorite books. Speaking of kind of things that enhance your beauty, so this is Mind Beauty. I'm taking liberties here because it's a little free flow. It's the book, I've recommended it before and still will. John R. Lee. He has perimenopause, menopause, hormone, things that your doctor doesn't tell you about hormones. Something like this is the titles of the different ones. They're all fantastic. I recommend perimenopause, menopause, how to balance your hormones. All of his books are fantastic. He was really on point with many things. I've listened and read a lot of more current stuff. His books are 30 years old, and his are better. Now I do inform myself with in many other ways. So certain things I have certain kind of more terrain theory approaches to things, but he was on point about hormones and women and the use of progesterone. I use it a little bit. It's over the counter. It's great. If you read his book, you probably will also get it. I will list it below. It's for PMS, for bone loss, for stress, disrupted sleep. It's used in those ways in very small amounts, transdermally, not pharmaceutical. It's synthesized from yams, so it is, I'm including it here in my favorite things. Flower remedies, they enhance the beauty of your emotional body. If you feel in any way disbalanced, they're beautiful for fear, dealing with fear, with stress, with emotional disturbance. Now, smaller things such as wanting to be more proactive, more connected to people, communicate openly, no procrastination, those kind of things. Each flower addresses an emotional state that would involve one of those things. All right, next. All right, I'll include this. I've been making these brownies in different ways, and they're so good. They're just sprouted oats, melted chocolate, either mixed into it or you dip them into it. So sprouted oats, raw honey, peanut butter or nut butter. I've done them with peanut butter and with walnut butter, and they're good. And you mix it into bowls on bars, and you can dip them into chocolate or pour the chocolate inside and mix them. You can also put fresh banana into them, but that makes them more texture of a brownie. The other is dry, kind of texture of and protein powder, and you can put vanilla. They're so good and so easy. Podcasts I've been loving, or like interviews that I've been loving. Two people, Jack Cruz and Robert Young. Jack Cruz is on circadian rhythms and the importance of sun and blue light toxicity for dopamine, serotonin. Out there, pretty interesting guy. A lot of people, you know, he has some out there interesting ideas, but I like the fact that he's into light therapy from the sun. Sun is a master healer. Jerry Pollack's work on easy water. Easy water is the fourth stage of water that is not generally accepted in medicine, but it's what moves the blood, how the blood gets magnetized, how water in our body works, and water in nature, the function of water. Victor Schauberger had a lot of interesting ideas about the intelligence of water, the spiritual side of water, how water works, and Jerry Pollack puts that into really interesting terms in terms of how the blood circulation works in the body, how the heart works, etc. Fantastic stuff. So Jack Cruz kind of goes into those subjects in his interviews, plus solar, charging your battery with the sun, the energy of the sun. Robert Young, he is, you know, a very persecuted doctor. Very interesting stuff. His stuff is just very interesting about detox. Jack Cruz recommends detox through the sun. Robert Young has zeolites and stuff for detox. Interesting stuff, not directly related to just beauty, but it's really interesting as far as health. Another beauty thing, favorites of mine, has been for a year, is a silk eye mask. I'll link mine below. Literally get it. I never tell you to get something 100%, but this one, get it. It's this big, it's very soft, it's filled with raw silk inside. It kind of can go over your ears too, but it's so calming. You sleep so well with it. It's so good for your skin. It's so amazing, and it blocks out light, so it's good on so many levels. And my favorite diet of right now is oranges as much as I can, because they're seasonal, fresh, local, fantastic, filled with sunlight, charged with the energy of the sun. And other than that, just kind of avocado dips or avocado mayo. I make it in the blender over all kinds of seasonal veggies right now. A lot of cauliflower, asparagus I have frozen, some frozen veggies, and that's it. I try to include the whatever is here on the farm seasonal. I haven't started my veggie garden yet because we have to build it, but whatever we are producing, that is going to be my staple. And funny enough, I don't care for anything else if I have my produce, because it tastes so chargingly good. And other than that, I run really well on veggies with that avocado dip or something. It just, I have stable blood sugar, stable, my blood pressure is good, energy is good, sleep is good. So I feel good on that. Lots of people have to adjust it. People living in different climates obviously cannot eat tropical fruits or fruity diet. They have to eat based on how much light there is, what's available there. So, you know, it's not, we can't really, that's why I think a lot of people failed on the vegan and raw diets, because they really don't apply in every single climate and for every single DNA or kind of genetic profile. So we have to all figure it out for ourselves and just kind of look at our own body, how we're built, our ancestors, our culture, our local variety of what grows. And even with that, we have to kind of, again, use a lot of intuition, because farming has gone so far with certain ways, certain practices, farming practices. So it's good to really charge ourselves with nature, spark up the intuition, and I think from there our digestion, everything will function really good, and we'll tune in. We'll tune in and we'll find what works for us. So that's it for me for now. If you have any questions, any requests, let me know, and I'll see you very soon. I'll post below everything that I mentioned, and I'll include some links and b-roll, but thanks for watching. Namaste.